Marty's better. I was able to calm him down, finally get him to sleep. Poor kid. He made me check under his bed to make sure that Alistair wasn't hiding there.
I could kill Fancy. Literally. She terrified our son, Louise. Look, you and I, we need to talk.
Look, I know that she wasn't acting rationally.
No, it was more than that. What she did was cruel. It was sadistic. I don't want what happened in this house to ever happen again.
I don't either.
Good.
Okay.
Then we're in agreement. Fancy is never to be anywhere near Marty ever again.
This makes absolutely no sense. Miguel must have hidden that letter somewhere in this house, but where? Oh, we've turned their bedroom upside down, and I don't think it's here in Maria's room. Not right now, sweet pea. Oh, Mommy has to find Miguel's letter to put an end to this ridiculous rule of no magic in the house once and for all. Now, Endora, Mummy's busy. Our whole future depends on finding that letter.
I think having a double wedding is such a good idea.
Yeah, it makes so much sense. We'll be married in no time.
And think of all the money we save.
We're getting too bogged down on details, though. We need to make some clear decisions.
Okay, so then let's work out the reception. What does everybody want for music?
Oh,
Easy,
DJ,
Ben.
Country western.
Country western?
Yeah, I really got into it when I was living out west.
I was thinking more like traditional Mexican mariachis.
Ah, all that brass, that'll just give me a headache.
Maybe this won't be as easy to plan as we thought.
Gotta get out of here. And maybe Juanito is lying. Maybe these doors aren't electrified. I'm trapped. I wish I could have warned Mama not to come to Mexico. Am I really gonna die here? I didn't tell Ethan goodbye.
It's like Teresa just vanished off the face of the earth. I mean, I don't even know where she is.
I think it's obvious, Ethan. I mean, she's off with her lover.
No.
Yes. Come on, she told you about him herself. Right? You need to admit it. You need to face it. She's moved on. She doesn't want to be with you anymore.
I don't believe it. Not after everything we've been through.
Now, I know you have never wanted to admit how selfish Teresa is. I've always known. Hey, you just need to let her go.
You're right. You know, you're always right.
You know, Ethan, I'm always going to be here for you. Jonathan and I, we are your family. We are always, always going to be there for you.
I never had the chance to tell him the truth. And now I never will.
Fancy is history as far as I'm concerned. I don't even want her in the same room as Marty. She's coming unhinged.
All right, let's not exaggerate, okay?
Oh, come on, you cannot stand up for her over this. That outburst came out of nowhere. You even said it's happened before.
Yes.
All right. Then there's nothing to discuss. If we don't know when she's going to fly off the handle like this, then she is too unstable to be around our child. She is cut off from Marty as of now. It's too dangerous for her to be around our son.
Oh, Mama will bring the police with her. Juanita will probably have them on her payroll. It's
what's going to happen to me.
I think that's fairly obvious, don't you? So tell me, Teresa, are you ready to die? It's a lovely night for it.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Fancy was so good with Marty before this happened.
Well, how nice for her. Whatever good she did earlier was completely erased the moment she screamed at him. Look, Marty needs a safe, secure environment to build his self-confidence. You even said so yourself.
I know.
We need to protect him. We failed him when we let Father take him from us. We can't fail him again.
It's okay. Why don't you just go ahead and say what you mean, which is it's my fault that Marty was taken from us.
No. Do you hear me blaming you? No. We are past all that. But we do have a duty to our son. And whatever your feelings are for Fancy, Marty comes first. He needs to have a safe and secure environment to grow up in. But how can he have that when he has this crazy woman telling him that there are monsters under his bed?
It's nice, isn't it? When I was young, I was so frightened of guns. Now they seem like old friends. It gives a sense of confidence to know that wherever you go, you carry death with you.
Please don't kill me. Leave me alone. Just leave my family alone. We don't deserve your anger. We have suffered enough already.
What do you know about suffering?
A lot. When I was very young, my father just disappeared. We didn't know if he was dead or alive. But my mother, she just had this hope that one day he would return, and you know what? He did. A few years ago, he had run off with another woman and had been living with her for all of those years.
Pilar must have been heartbroken.
She was. She was all alone. She had no money. She had to work 2, sometimes 3 jobs a week to put food on the table. She had to send her daughter away to live with her aunt because she couldn't take care of her.
The same aunt who died recently?
The one you killed, along with her children.
Oh, your younger sister should consider herself lucky. She didn't have to be raised by your monster mother. How typical. Typical of selfish Pilar to give away one of her own children.
My mother did not want to give her away. Okay, it nearly killed her to do it, but she had to because she wanted her to have a better life. And then there is my oldest brother. He was killed. And she never got over that.
I didn't know Pilar had lost a child.
She did. I thought she would die of grief. My mother has suffered more than you could possibly know. She has had more than her share of pain and heartache. Please, just give up this idea of revenge.
I understand what you're saying, and I guess it makes sense. But I'm just saying that there's more to it, okay? Fancy doesn't normally act like that.
You saw her blow up with your own 2 eyes.
I know I did, but there is more to it than her simply being high-strung.
And maybe if she had had intensive therapy when she was a lot younger, she'd be better. But she didn't. She's always been volatile and self-centered. Fancy wants what she wants when she wants it. So much like my father. That's why they get along. She is so much like Alistair.
She is nothing like Alistair.
Oh,
okay? No.
Come on, Luis. Open your eyes. Excuse me.
Hi.
Hi.
We were hoping to see Marty if we could.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's had a really long day, and he's already gone to sleep. But come on in.
Oh, no, we've hardly seen him since he's been home.
No.
Oh.
Luis, I'm glad you're here, actually. I need to talk to you about Teresa.
What about her?
Have you heard from her? I mean, do you have any idea where she went?
Wait, no. What, did she go out of town or something?
Yeah, it's like she vanished.
No, my ma hasn't said anything to me. I haven't been around much lately, though.
It's weird. I mean, why would she leave town and not tell anyone, especially her family?
Well, Teresa can be a little willful sometimes.
Sheridan?
No, not this time. She's not acting like herself. I don't know what's going on, but I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Please let me go. My family has had enough trouble already. And things are finally starting to look up. Don't take away our happiness, not when it's finally become possible.
Your family's happiness has never been one of my priorities. Just the opposite, as a matter of fact.
Killing us does not make sense.
It does to me. Now, what else has happened to your family? Tell me about you.
I had the chance to live my dream. And you came into our lives. After years and years, I had this chance to be a family with the man that I love. The father of my children. Please don't take that away from me. Please don't destroy our lives. Please don't kill my family, because we have suffered enough, and it will not bring your family back.
We'd better table music for the moment, because none of us can agree on anything.
Well, I think we've all agreed to no country music.
I didn't agree to that.
I like some of it.
Reba?
Oh, I love Reba.
Okay, no, there's not going to be square dancing at my wedding.
Our wedding, Missy.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's talk about the food. Maybe we can all agree on something there.
Yeah, classic sit-down dinner.
No, it's too fussy. A buffet.
Or maybe constant appetizers instead of a meal, with waiters circulating all the time.
No dinner? No, I want dinner. I was hoping we could have a lot of Latin foods.
Oh, come on. I have that at home every day. I want something different. I thought maybe French.
French.
Mm-hmm.
What do any of us know about French food?
Yeah, you got a point. We're all a little bit Irish. We can have a traditional Irish reception. What? I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, we'll all have corned beef and cabbage, and we'll toast with beer. It'll be so classy.
They have salmon, too.
No, the beer sounds good. I mean, champagne gives me a headache. Hey, we could have a keg.
No.
No.
No. I can just see it now. Your drunk fisherman friends hurling on the dance floor.
They're fine, all right? They know how to behave, which is more than can be said for the women you know over at the cannery. They give me the willies.
He's got you there.
Well, with all these people coming from the fishing trade, maybe we could get a discount on fish.
Fishing people don't eat fish. They want beef.
Oh, what about sushi?
No.
What? I like sushi.
I think we should move on to the cake. Okay? What does everybody want?
Spice cake.
Chocolate.
Carrot cake?
Oh, tomato soup cake. I like tomato soup cake. It was Mom's specialty.
That's sweet, dear, but it sounds revolting.
It really wasn't that bad.
No, it's pretty good. If you're 5, okay, but I don't want it for my wedding cake. Guys, we're supposed to be working together to make this easier. We're not getting anywhere. Well, we've got to find something we can all agree on.
Do you think that's possible?
Maybe not.
What are you guys saying?
Are you backing out? You don't want to have the double wedding anymore?
Your papa, how long was he gone?
For over 20 years.
And your older brother, how did he die?
was on an airplane and it blew up. It was deliberate.
By whom?
This evil man.
Huh. Smart girl, Teresa. You've realized that once I have the names, I can track your family so much easier. No matter. I will get the names and addresses out of you or your mother with a little friendly persuasion.
Please change your mind. I mean, you are going after a family that has suffered so much already.
Tell me about this man you're in love with.
What do you want to know about him?
Well, you told me about him before I knew who you were. Tell me, how is it that you're not with the man after having 2 children by him?
It's a long story. I actually found out recently that he was the father of my son.
Why did you not know?
It's part of that long story.
I have time. And you have some left. Amuse me. Tell me your story. All of it.
All of it.
Perhaps you could convince me to spare you.
Okay. I guess it started when I was a little girl. And I saw his photo in a magazine. And it was love at first sight.
Oh, how dare that pipsqueak Miguel blackmail me. He has to go. And I am going to get rid of him. Once I find that letter of his and there's no more threat of exposure, that's it. Miguel's a goner.
Ladies, are you putting the kibosh on the double wedding?
No. You still want one, right?
Absolutely.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't agree on anything.
Well, I think the best and the most sensible option is to just let me plan everything by myself.
No.
Okay. Well, the second best option then is to compromise.
Okay, I grew up with you. You don't even know what letter of the alphabet compromise starts with.
Oh, that's not true. Okay, I've changed a lot. Now, for all of this to work, we're each going to have to give in to some things to get our way on other things.
This I've got to see.
Oh, stop. Okay, I'm thinking here. All right, the wedding cake, for instance. We all want something different, right?
Right.
So we don't have a cake then. We just have a cupcake tree with different flavors.
I like that.
And it'll cost a lot less money than a big wedding cake. We all agree we want to save money, right?
No.
Now what?
Wait, what do you guys have against saving money?
And just when I thought everything was perfect, the man's ex-wife and mother got into the act.
The woman who kept calling me.
Yeah, I bet you she said some pretty nasty things about Mexicans.
She proved herself both rude and ignorant.
Somehow, she and her daughter found out about you and Mama, and ever since then they've been blackmailing me. They used you to force me to back away from the man that I love so that his ex-wife can get him back. Now he believes these lies that they forced me to tell him. You know, he thinks that I'm cold and heartless and unfeeling. And that's why if you could just give up your vendetta, well, then I can go to him and I can clear everything up and, you know, we can be a family. We can be together with our children.
That's it.
Yeah.
That is quite a story.
I've been through hell the last 8 years.
I can see that.
You do?
Oh, yes, Teresa. I have a much deeper understanding of you now.
I knew you would. I mean, you understand love, right? You understand the power of love, so you know how desperate I am not to lose it.
Yes. I understand everything a great deal better.
And then, Teresa's behavior at the hospital was completely ridiculous. It's as if she didn't even care about Jonathan's crisis at all.
Well, that doesn't sound like Teresa at all.
And then here's the best part. She kept going on and on about this match to a lost earring that she had found. That's what she was excited about in the hospital. And then Gwen comes and tells me that she's going to send little Ethan off out of town for Christmas.
Has she lost her mind?
Maybe something's going around.
I think you're right. I think it's another one of her secrets or something.
Would you stop looking for something that isn't there? She told you what's going on. You know, she has another man.
Come on.
It's true. She met him up at the Crane cabin for New Year's, and Ethan caught her, and she admitted it.
I don't believe that. I mean, she loves Ethan. Always has, ever since high school. God, we used to have to get her to shut up, to quit talking about you. I just can't picture her being with anyone else.
Luis, you know there have been so many other men.
Well, not when it counts. She's totally loyal to Ethan.
That's what I thought, too. But she's right. She's right. Teresa admitted to me there was another man at the cabin. Completely out of character for her, too. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't heard it with my own ears.
All right, well, something's going on in this town because everyone's acting weird. You wouldn't even believe what Fancy did tonight. She took Marty and I to the Bruins game. We had a great time. We all bonded. We were together like a family. And we get back here, and she totally freaked out. Started yelling at Sheridan and I, and Marty, too. Really scared him.
Fancy?
That's bizarre.
I wouldn't have believed it either if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
She's done it before. You said so yourself.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did something like this before, and I just chalked it up to her being really stressed out. I didn't think she would do it ever again.
I didn't think Teresa would pull a 180 either, but she did that too.
Okay, what is going on? I find it very hard to believe that Teresa would ever cheat on Ethan.
Well, sometimes things happen.
And sometimes things are made to happen. Did you or your mother have anything to do with this?
I knew it. We had a heart-to-heart, and you understand.
Yes, my dear. I understand.
Then it's over.
Soon. What I understand is that your mother raised an exact clone of herself. Like Pilar, you are a lying, scheming slut, and you deserve to die.
I guess we have to bite the bullet on this one. No matter how hard it is to accept, the only people we have to blame for these latest messes are Teresa and Fancy.
I still think something's going on.
You know, some questions just shouldn't be asked.
So, did you do something to set Teresa up?
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
Listen, let's just say she's finally getting a taste of her own medicine. And if it so happens that she loses Ethan for good and I end up with him, then the powers that be have finally righted a terrible wrong.
Vicious and depraved. Just like your mother. Death is too good for you.
I just poured my heart out to you.
Yes. You told me you stole another woman's fiancé and caused her to lose her baby, killed it. And then you stole her chance for another one.
That wasn't my fault.
Did I miss something? Did you or did you not steal this woman's embryo? Did you or did you not disguise yourself as this woman and then drug her fiancé so that he would sleep with you and get you pregnant?
When you put it like that, yeah, it does sound bad.
It is bad. That story alone would convince me that you weren't fit to walk on this planet. But there's more. Let's see. You got so drunk that you thought you had married this man you supposedly love's former father and were pregnant with his child. But then when you found out that the boy was actually your lover's son, did you tell him the truth? That he has another child by you? No.
It was impossible.
But wait. There's more. To wreak your revenge, you married this man you love's former grandfather, a man you hate, simply for his money and power.
It was not like that.
It was exactly like that. The only difference between you and a cheap whore on the street is the price. Oh, you have made this so much easier for me. Even if there were no connection between our families, I would be doing a public service sending you to the grave. If you are typical of Pilar's children, then you are all rotting apples fallen from the same poison tree. You all deserve to die. And it will give me great pleasure to kill each and every one of you. Think of it as a goodwill gesture promoting harmony between Mexico and the United States.
Well, you and Teresa have had a lot of ups and downs, so why don't you just give her the benefit of the doubt? I know she loves you.
I thought so too, Louise. But she looked me straight in the eye and she said, "There's another man, Ethan." How would you feel if Fancy came to you and said, "Louise, got another man"?
That would never happen.
Well, I didn't think it would happen to me either, but it did. There was another man at that cabin.
Who was it?
I don't know. I didn't go in there to find out.
Idiot. If you'd have gone in there, you wouldn't have these questions right now. I just think there's some other explanation than the story that you've been told.
Yeah, I hope there is. I'll be damned if I know what it is, though.
You got this all wrong, okay? I'm nothing like that.
Your own words convicted you. Or are you telling me now that you were lying?
No, it's just your interpretation.
No. You cannot justify your sick history now. You are just like your mother. She tried to justify what she did to me. But you see, life does not work that way. You cannot change hard facts.
My mother said it was an accident.
An accident? Your mother came after my husband, the only man I ever loved, and she seduced him.
No.
Yes, she seduced him and she had sex with him, and then she killed him in cold blood.
No, not my mother.
Your mother is like some sick spider. She used my Carlos for sex, and then when she was done, she killed him.
No, not my mother. She lives by the teachings of the church.
Your mother is the devil. And that is not all. After she killed my Carlos, she brought in the police. They stormed this estate. They opened fire. Everyone, my whole family, my children, killed. Every flower in the garden was red with their blood.
It's not what my mother told me.
She lied. She always lies. I should kill you right now. What do you think of that? I would love to see Pilar's face when she sees her precious daughter lying in a pool of her own blood. Oh, wouldn't that be a pretty welcome for her?
Hey, back me up here. You guys don't want to save money.
No.
Why not?
This is our wedding day here, all right? This isn't the time to scrimp and save.
Yes.
We're making memories that are going to last us the rest of our lives.
Listen, if we're not careful here, we'll create credit card debt that will last for the rest of our lives. Every month when we get the statement, we'll remember our wedding. And yes, I want a nice and big wedding, but we also want to save money for our house. Noah has plans drawn up, and now we just need to come up with the money to pay for it.
Maybe we can save money for the house after the wedding. The wedding has to be perfect.
Well, it can be without spending a fortune.
Everything to do with the wedding is expensive. We have to accept that to get what we want.
Or make smart choices and be satisfied with less.
I don't want to have a wedding on a shoestring.
Well, I want to be able to afford a shoestring when it's over.
Oh, maybe turning Miguel into a toad is too good for him. Toads are sweet little creatures. Let me think. Oh, yes, a scorpion. That would be much more appropriate. A scorpion from his mother's homeland. And then I could make him sting himself over and over again until he keels over dead. What about a rat? Oh, yeah, he'd make a good, sleek rat. I could put them both in a room together, him and Fluffy, and may the best kitty cat win. It's no use. I can't find the letter in here either. All right, let's go and look in the attic then. Wait a minute. I don't think I checked properly over here on the bed.
Look, I'm not exactly proud to resort to devious measures to get Ethan back. But wouldn't you do the same thing to get Luis away from Fancy?
I don't know exactly what you've done, but yes, I will do anything to get Luis back. And now that Marty's home, he deserves both of his parents.
Oh, so it's all for Marty.
Come on, Gwen. You know me too well. I want Luis all to myself. I won't stand by and let him waste his time with that malicious harpy Fancy.
Did you have something to do with her blow-up?
No. Actually, I didn't. I mean, you should have seen it. She was totally out of control. I don't know what happened, but it's working out beautifully. I don't have to lift a finger to estrange Luis and Fancy. She's doing a great job all on her own.
Well, things are looking up for both of us.
Let's hope so. Maybe for once, the righteous will triumph and the wicked will be destroyed.
I will drink to that.
Yes.
Miguel, I'm not going to just let you throw your money away, okay? You've been working too hard on those fishing boats to just throw it away with roses, with white ribbons, and cream cheese icing.
Well, it's my money, and I'll do what I want with it.
Oh, is this the attitude you're going to have when we get married?
Okay, let the man have his way. You're already trying to control him.
Oh, don't start with me, Noah. If you would have saved your money over the years, maybe you'd have a house already.
That's it. Are you listening to us? We're arguing about what should be the happiest day of our lives.
She's right. We don't want to become bridezillas. Or groomzillas.
Well, how are we going to make this work with 4 different people and 4 different opinions, 3 of which are wrong?
Oh, fine.
We start by doing the one thing we can all agree on.
Well, we're back to music again?
No, romance. As long as I can hold the woman I love in my arms, we can work through anything.
I like the way that sounds.
This is so corny.
Yeah, okay. Here's the problem. Who gets to choose the first dance of the evening? What? Oh, great.
No, it's not here either. All right, let's go. That's odd. That doll wasn't here before, was it?
No, please. God, please don't do this.
I think you will fit in nicely with that group down in hell. Goodbye, Teresa.
No, no!
No. You're right. Now is not the right time. I will wait until Pilar arrives. Can't wait to see the look on her face when I shoot you in front of her eyes.
You know what? She's not going to come here. She's too smart. She's going to realize that this is a trap.
I doubt that, sweetheart. You see, I know how a mother's heart works. Right now, Pilar is desperate to save you. Now, if she sat down and thought about what I said, she'd know I was lying. You see, she is living on hope. She is praying that I will live up to my bargain. Your life for hers. Pilar. I hope she's not too surprised when I kill you both.
See, I know that Teresa loves you too much to risk losing you. There has got to be another story.
I hope there is. But you shouldn't give up on Fancy either, because I wasn't there to see what happened, but I know she has a good heart. You need to let her explain.
Oh, I will. Besides, I love her too much to lose her anyway. Sheridan, Marty's going to sleep through the rest of the night, right?
Yes.
All right, good. I'm going to go see if I can find Fancy and figure out what happened tonight.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. Look, if I can somehow manage to work things out with Fancy, certainly you can work them out with Teresa. Now is not the time to give up on the women we love.
We're the men that we love. We have to do whatever it takes to hold on to them.
Whatever it takes. And then some.
What are you doing?
I'm praying that my mother stays home. She always taught us that our prayers are answered somehow.
She may be right. Mine are being answered right now. I have you, and soon I will have your mother. Oh! Right on cue. Good evening, Pilar. Oh, yes, Teresa's just fine. As soon as you get here, I will release her in exchange for you.
It's a trap, Mama!
It's too late. I hung up before you said anything. She didn't hear your warning. Pilar is in town, Teresa. And she'll be here soon, just as I planned. With 2 house guests. I can't wait for you to see the hospitality for which I've become famous. No! I have waited for this moment for such a long time.
Just stay the hell away from me.
Luis is almost mine.
What the hell is going on?
Teresa, no magic.